Welcome back to The Rich Lay. I'm Aaron, and today we're gonna talk about Demi Lovato. They're an American singer, songwriter, and actor. After appearing on the children's television series Barney, that's where they met their former best friend, Selena Gomez, and later rose to fame for playing Mitchie Torres in the movie Camp Rock featuring the Jonas Brothers. But my favorite role they ever played was Sonny from Sonny with a Chance. Demi Lovato's net worth is $40 million. Now, when they were 16, they bought their family a $1.8 million house in Toluca Lake, and 2 years later, dropped another $2.25 million on a new place in Sherman Oaks, California. Talk about money. In 2016, Lovato spent $8.3 million on a home in the Hollywood Hills, then listed the home for sale in 2018 for $9.5 million. In 2020, Demi paid $7 million for a newly built mansion in Studio City, California. To match all those properties, you gotta have a cool ride. Now, Demi dropped money on this collection of cars they have. They have a Ferrari 458 Italia, Mercedes-Benz AMG GTC, Jaguar F-Type, Mercedes E350, Mercedes-Benz SL550, Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, and a Cadillac Escalade. Now, those are the high ends, and on the lower ends to mid, they also got a Honda Civic, motorcycle, vintage convertible, and rides in a private jet when they're not on tour in their tour bus. And you know, if that doesn't sound expensive, you're too rich for me already. After signing with Hollywood Records, Lovato released their pop debut album, Don't Forget, in 2008, which debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. Lovato's third album, Unbroken, in 2011, was an experimental version of pop and R&B and spawned at the platinum certified single Skyscraper. Lovato also sold over 24 million records in the US and also received numerous accolades, including an MTV Video Music Award, 14 Teen Choice Awards, 5 People's Music Choice Awards, 2 Latin American Music Awards, and a Guinness World Record. On TV, Lovato has starred in the Disney sitcom Sonny with a Chance and served as a judge on the music competition series X Factor USA for its second and third season. On the show, for being a judge, they're making a salary of $2 million a year. Aside from those shows, Demi has also created their own weird paranormal UFO show called Unidentified with Demi, where they locate ghosts, and there's even this clip where they're singing their song Skyscraper to a ghost. Basically, they're like looking around in these houses for ghosts, like a ghost hunter show, and they find this ghost, and they figure out that the ghost has trauma. So Demi starts to sing their song Skyscraper to help them get over this trauma. Who says ghosts don't have emotional trauma issues, right? Isn't that why they like haunt places and stuff? Aside from trying to be a philanthropist on the show, Demi has also opened up a lot about barriers they faced, even within their management team. They wanted Demi to have a small and skinny figure. They went as far as making them feel so bad about their eating habits, where they would go and check Demi's bank statements to see what drinks they ordered from Starbucks. Demi also dropped a song called Watermelon Cake. It's basically them telling their story about how every year on their birthday, they wouldn't be getting a nice fluffy icing-filled cake. They'd actually be getting a big chunk of watermelon that was just looking like a cake, because they knew that watermelon had less calories than an actual cake. These are just some ways that they're very outspoken about the industry that they're in. Demi Lovato does work as an LGBT rights activist and has affirmed their support for the community. They believe that hypocrisy in religion is present, but they also know that everybody has their own different relationship with God. Lovato also identifies as a feminist. They explain that feminism doesn't have to mean burning bras and hating men, but instead standing up for their gender equality and trying to empower the youth. Now, Lovato is politically active, often speaking out against gun violence and racial injustice. They signed an open letter from Billboard urging guns to reform and performed at the March of Our Lives anti-gun violence rally in Washington, D.C. In 2020, Lovato condemned police brutality and the officers responsible for the murder of George Floyd and the shooting of Breonna Taylor. They shared resources to support the Black Lives Matter movement and Black-owned businesses. Lovato also donated money to Los Angeles-based charities specializing in LGBTQ adoption rights. Lovato even donated $50,000 of their own money to the Hurricane Harvey relief and started a fund with Nick Jonas. Lovato's second limited edition activewear collection with Fabletics was released in 2020, where they pledged $125,000 in proceeds to the COVID-19 pandemic relief efforts. Lovato made a lot of money through their endorsement deals as well. From 2014 to 2016, Lovato was the face of the Skechers footwear brand. They partnered with the music app Shazam and the Demi World Tour in 2014. In 2016, Lovato partnered with streaming service Tidal to live stream the first date of their Future Now tour with Nick Jonas. Since 2017, Lovato has released activewear collections with the women's athleisure brands Fabletics to raise money for organizations such as United Nations Foundation's Girls Up campaign and COVID-19 relief efforts. Lovato became a brand ambassador for the JBL Auto Company, Lyft, Ferrari, TikTok, and Samsung products have been featured in Lovato's music videos. But this is all about the money funny stuff. Let's talk about one of her main relationships. This was with Selena Gomez. It wasn't a romantic thing, but it was more of a best friends thing. Now, since they met since they were 7, they were inseparable. It kind of stopped after their careers took off. Now, in 2008, they were doing a lot of vlogs together. Both of them were starting off in their acting careers. Young Selena Gomez was on Disney Channel's Wizards of Waverly Place, and young Demi Lovato was in the Disney movie Camp Rock. In the first video, they announced that they were co-starring in the Disney Channel original movie Princess Protection Program. While signing autographs in London, a fan asked Demi Lovato what Selena Gomez was doing, where Demi replied, "Ask Taylor," referring to pop star Taylor Swift, who Gomez formed a close friendship with after they both dated Nick Jonas and Joe Jonas respectively. So Demi wasn't just caught up on Joe. She was also in a relationship with Miss Hannah Montana's brother, well, Miley Cyrus's brother, Trace Cyrus, from that group Metro Station. And then she also started to date that 70s show star Fez, who was played by Wilmer Valderrama. But back to the Joe Bros. So what I know is that Selena dated Nick Jonas and Demi dated Joe Jonas, but so did Taylor Swift. So over the past few years, Demi and Selena have been following and unfollowing each other, congratulating each other in public, and just kind of being shady in real life and all over the place. So in 2020, fans accused Demi Lovato of having a private Instagram account called Trauma Queen Forever that appeared to be full of anti-Gomez content. They suspected the account was ran by Demi Lovato after they went live on the Instagram from the handle. Now people begun sharing screenshots of Lovato broadcasting from the account with the hashtag Demi Lovato is over party. However, people claimed that the anti-Gomez images were edited and they wanted to make it look like Lovato was actually just bashing Gomez. A close source to the heart attack singer Demi Lovato told The Insider that the singer's team insists the claims are false, adding that there are several fake and doctored posts online. Then later that year, fans circulated screenshots of Demi Lovato's fiance, well ex-fiance, Max Erich's professing his love for Gomez via social media. Online users began questioning Erich's intentions after they shared what they claimed to be screenshots of the actor's old social media posts about Gomez. According to the screenshots, he was posting saying he wants to get married to Selena Gomez under her comments, and even in Instagram Live, people had screenshots of him saying, "You're my major crush." In a separate set of posts that fans claim he wrote, Erich appeared to directly compare Gomez to Lovato. Demi Lovato has defended Erich and called the images doctored. And while Lovato stood by their fiance amid the controversy, a source told E! News that the singer was really upset about the post. Roughly a week later, the two had called their engagement quits. Later in 2020, Gomez chatted about some of their favorite musical artists in a video advertisement for YouTube Music and named Lovato as one of the best lyricists in the music industry. They said, "I think we have some of the best lyricists in the game right now," continuing to list Dua Lipa, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, and Lovato as one of the first examples. Now tell me, do you think Selena and Lovato are still friends today? Do you think they just kind of message each other online to make it seem like they're cool but they're not? Or do you think that Selena wants to be close to Lovato in case her career rises again? I'm kind of getting clout chasing vibes because Selena's not too relevant. You let me know in the comments below. My name's Aaron, you're watching The Rich Life. See you soon.